This is day 2 of my Tac-Bar 72-hour challenge. For this particular series, for 3 days straight, all I'm going to be doing is eating the Tac-Bar emergency food ration. So I've done this with past other emergency food ration bars. We're testing out the Tac-Bar. I'm on day 2. So at the start of today, I did a weigh-in to see if I lost any weight. I ended up losing 4.6 pounds after day 1. And a lot of that's water weight. I'm drinking a lot of water while I'm eating these bars. So again, I'm not eating anything else but the bars. And with the Tac-Bars, they're a little bit different than the other emergency food ration bars that I've tested. Each one is designed to be used in a single day, and it has 2,500 calories. The other bars that I did were 3,600 calories and divided by 3 days, so 1,200 calories each day. This one provides a lot more calories and it has a better flavor overall, and so far in the testing. So I have yet to get sick, so it's time for breakfast now. So here is bar number 4. We're talking day 2 breakfast. Later on in this video, we're going to talk in a little bit more detail regarding the packaging of the Tac-Bar. Again, it comes with the ammo case. On the package itself for the individual bars, you have to use a knife to open it. It doesn't really have a pull tab as far as I could tell, but that's not a big deal. But originally when I received the Tac-Bars, again, this costs $70 for a case of 5 of these bars, so it seems a little bit expensive. It also comes with some accessories, which I'm not covering in this particular video. I was initially a little unsure on why having the ammo can, the plastic ammo can, but now I kind of like it. I like the idea of you could use it as a survival cache, for example. It doesn't have an O-ring in there, so you probably can't bury it, so you'd have to do some additional protection for that. But I do like that it protects the contents, because these bars they're easy to break apart. They're not like the previous ones that I used that were basically like rocks, like the other emergency food ration bars. Another behind the scenes story is when I originally received the Tac-Bar, I was very apprehensive on doing another emergency food ration bar challenge. I don't really like doing them, but I know that you guys here on YouTube like it when I do them, so I'm going to keep doing them. We'll see. Anyway, somehow the package that this came in got set out on the porch outside for a few months, and I kind of forgot that it was there. And during that time, we saw some rodents were trying to get into this thing, and they were not able to get into the ammo can, or the plastic ammo can, so it was unaffected by that. I had to bleach it down and everything just to be on the safe side. But that was definitely a nice perk that rodents, when it was outside for months, wasn't able to get into the Tac-Bar ammo case. So that was a nice perk, and it allowed me to do this challenge, which I'm enjoying doing. So let's keep plunking away at breakfast. All right, last bite of breakfast, day 2. I've done this particular bar with no water, so you don't really need water to wash it down with. The taste is tolerable and everything, and the texture. So let's pick it back up again for lunch for the second bar of day 2. All right, it's time for lunch. Break it off. I'm really telling the difference between having twice the amount of calories that I have in the previous challenges. In the previous challenges, I'm very hungry after day 1. So day 2, day 3, I'm incredibly hungry. Having twice the calories, so each meal is a little over 600 calories, is really making a world of difference. I feel much better during the day. It also helps that it tastes better, and the texture is better as well. Because I think if I had twice as much of the previous emergency food ration bars that I've done, I probably wouldn't want to eat it anyway, just because I was having a hard time with with some of them, half of them at least. One thing that I think would be cool is if Tac-Bar was able to make these individually wrapped, so for each meal then. So instead of a package of 3, you get an individual package, and then the Tac-Bar case that comes with it, the ammo case, it was just filled with individual wrapped of the Tac-Bar individual meals. I think that'd be pretty nice. So if you had this in an emergency kit, or even in your office, for example, and there is a situation where you needed to actually use it, you could distribute it out to multiple people, and they could have their own packaged emergency food ration. I think that'd be pretty handy. The 3-pack is nice as well, but I think having the individual, similar to the Millennium bars, I think would be a cool thing to see with Tac-Bar. Almost done with lunch here, as usual, it's very hard for me to watch other people eat food that I really want to be eating right now. After all, I don't necessarily have to be eating these emergency food ration bars. I'm doing it for you here on YouTube, and I could easily grab something at one of the food trucks or any other restaurant. So normally I have to get away from everyone where I can't see what they're eating and get tempted in that way. And so, like, for example, right now here I'm at a little park area eating my lunch away from my coworkers who are eating delicious food from food trucks. I feel that's good integrity for YouTube. Integrity is what you do when people aren't watching. Last bite of lunch. A little over halfway done. All right, guys, it's a little after midnight, day 2, and I haven't eaten since around 12:30. And I think the Tac-Bars eventually hit me around 5 o'clock or so today. I started, I don't think it was the bars themselves, but my body wasn't used to the diet that I was doing. And so I started to get a little lightheaded, real strong headache, a little bit of the sweats, and it's just general queasy for a few hours. So I left work a little bit early, went home, and I was going to have the final bar for dinner around that time, but I just didn't feel well enough. And again, I think it might have to do with maybe lack of caffeine or just that my body's not used to this kind of diet. But it did hit me at around between 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock. I was not feeling too well. But we're going to try to make it through this final bar for day 2. So this is going to be dinner, but just in case, well, I brought my water, of course, and I brought the bucket, just in case. So let's pick up dinner, day 2 at midnight. So to be honest, I don't really feel like I need to eat this bar. So far, I think each bar that I've had is a little over 800 calories for a total of 2,500 for an entire day. So I think that around the 1,600 is enough for me, but I'm going to try to make my way through this particular bar. So originally I was planning on having a chart with what the cost per calorie was and the comparison of the other emergency food ration bars, but since I get a little sick at the time that I was planning on doing that, we're going to have to pick that back up for day 3. All in all, I think with the price tag of about $70 for the entire Tac-Bar set, which comes with 5 of the individual ones, it looks like if you just count the bars by themselves, each bar would then be $14 per day. And if you compare that with some of the other emergency food ration bars, which are a lot more inexpensive, those ones cost between $8 and $10 for 3,600 calories. So for 3 days is what they advertise, although you're getting a lot more calories. You're getting twice the calories with the Tac-Bar per day. All right, final bite, day 2. I can't wait to eat real food. All right, that's going to do it for this video featuring day 2 of the Tac-Bar 72-hour emergency food ration bar challenge. We finished the second pack. Now it's on to day 3 to see if I can make it through the final 3 bars, and then we'll do the final review of these emergency food ration bars. Please feel free to leave any kind of comments below in the comment section, and stay tuned for day 3 of the challenge. See you guys.